Hey, what's up guys? This is Harvard Thompson and this is what's in my bag for 2019. First up, I putt with 350G PA1s. I have two of them and they're 173 grams. I love the PA1, I just love the feel in its hand. Goes very straight with a slight finish at the end. These ones are a little bit beat up, they have some nice glide. Great for all my putts within about 50 feet. My first throwing putter is a 400 Series PA4. This disc has a slight dome and goes very straight and is sometimes a little bit understable when I throw it harder. I prefer this disc on my shorter upshots within about 200 feet. Forehand or backhand this disc, put it on a tiny bit of hyzer and it just goes very straight, tends to sit down. Great disc for throwing straight, short upshots. Next up, I have my 200 PA3. This is my go-to putter for long distance throws. This thing goes up to about 320 feet. I can put on a slight hyzer, it'll go straight for the entire flight and not have much of a finish left or right. That's what I love about it. Just very straight disc up to about 320 feet. A little bit longer than my PA4. My PA4 will flip over at higher speeds, but this PA3 just stays dead straight, and that's what I love about it. Next up is a 400 Proto PA2. This disc is fairly overstable for the putter. I use it for forehands and backhands alike. Gets a nice skip at the end. I can really rely on this in the wind or anything where I need a consistent finish on a putter. I have one A series disc in my bag. It's a 400 Series A2. This is a nice utility disc for me. I use it forehand and backhand alike. Anything where I need to flex around some trees or get some crazy skip shot or anything where I need something super overstable, this disc is insanely reliable. One of my favorite discs in my bag. My most understable mid-range disc is a 400G M4. This disc is 179 grams. This is a great disc for when I need to finish right on a mid-range shot. I'll often throw it on a bit of a hyzer. It'll flip to flat and then go to the right for the rest of the flight. Really great for forehand shape shots, but I need to throw a backhand. Just have it glide to the right slowly at the end of its flight. Next up is one of my favorite discs in my bag. It's a 400G M2. This has been a go-to in my bag for the past 2 years. It's 170, so it's a little bit on the lighter side, and it's been beat up. So for this M2, I can put on a slight hyzer, it'll flip to flat and go straight. It's a great disc when I just need the straightest mid-range shot. So insanely reliable in that 350 foot range. Just to have something to go straight, just a slightly longer PA3 in my opinion. My most overstable mid-range is a 400 Series M1. This disc is fairly flat and doesn't get a ton of glide, but it has a nice consistent finish to the left. It's very similar to my PA2 in terms of flight, just a little bit longer, gets that extra push before fading out. Really great disc for when I need a 330 foot late hyzer finish. I have one H series disc in the bag. It's a 750 H3 V2. I like this one because it has a slight dome and it goes really straight. This disc is great for wood shots, forehands and backhands, just to go dead straight and have a tiny bit of finish at the end, but you can throw this on pretty much any tunnel shot or anything in the woods. Just a great all-around disc. My most understable driver is a 400G D3. This one weighs in at 171 grams and is my most understable D3. This one is great for when I need a hyzer flip backhand shot that finishes to the right. Occasionally I'll throw it on rollers because it is slightly understable. Goes a really long way when I throw it on rollers, doesn't want to finish to the right. But additionally, this is a great forehand disc. I like to flip it up on a hyzer and have it go straight and then finish to the right at the end. Then I have this 400 Series D3. This one's more overstable, but I can pretty much rely on this disc to go dead straight. Whether I throw it forehand or backhand, it's gonna go a little bit to the right and then come back left. Just a little bit of understability and then comes back at the end reliably. I use this a lot in the woods or anything where I need a straight driver shot. I have a 750G D1. This is a fairly new disc to my bag and I've been loving it. Compared to the rest of the plastics, the 750G is slightly more understable. So this disc, I can rely on it in a lot of open shots. It goes really straight for most of the flight and then finishes a little bit left, as all D1s do. So it's really reliable if I just need a straight shot that goes to the left. This is my most used disc on open, longer courses. And the last disc in my bag is a 400G Glow D2. This disc is very overstable, but it also glides a long way. It flies similar to an X1, but I prefer the D2 for its deeper rim. This disc is really great for forehand shots that really need to cut to the right immediately, or backhands that need to cut left. Great for skip shots or anything where the wind gets up. Really great utility disc. Great to have an overstable driver in my bag. And that's all I have in my bag. I like to keep my bag fairly simple, 14 or 15 discs. I really appreciate you guys watching, and make sure to tune in next time.